Hey guys, welcome back. It has been a long time since we have done a live troll hunt. I am Fishy and my page is Unfakery, and I have taken some time off because of the holidays, taken time off from producing videos, from doing live troll hunts, cut back a little bit of the work on the page just because there's been so much going on in our family. And with the holidays, everybody's distracted. Everybody's doing things elsewhere. They are, their attention is on, and it should be on, family and friends and things that make holiday season special for us. That is not to say, though, that fakers are not still operating. They absolutely are. And it's our job to dig them out, to root them out, to find out what they're doing, expose them, show people the patterns. And that's what I've done with Unfakery for a good while now. We blew right past our 1 year anniversary at the beginning of November. And so we are now on our 14th month of being Unfakery, trying to unfake the internet in the various ways that we've tried. And I wanted to kind of give an update about where we are, what we're up to. One of the great things that happened that has also been a part of keeping me from doing so many videos and doing so much on Unfakery is that through my work on Unfakery, I've been hired as a consultant, a contractor, however you'd like to put it, for a company that's involved in internet advertising. And so I'm helping, I guess, build some of their the details that they use to score different sites, to find out whether they are appropriate for advertisers, whether they're safe, whether they're popular enough to matter, or things like that. But I got that from doing the work that I've done on Unfakery, checking fake news. That was a component they wanted to add to their the things that they do. The someone with that kind of a background. And so I am working in the field of internet advertising now, digital advertising, and it's kind of cool. I am just getting started, but it's taken up some time and some energy. And so I'm taking it a little bit easier than I otherwise would have. That's not to say that Unfakery is going away, or that there's that we're slowing down or shutting up shop or anything like that. It's just I'm trying to get used to the schedule here. So that's what's going on in terms of my own contributions here to this effort. And I wanted to talk about that really quickly before we dove into some groups. Another thing I wanted to say, though, is there are so many people who have been so nice and have referred stories to me. And I may not have posted them yet, but I saw everything that somebody sent to me. I saw if there were profiles they sent to me. So I'm not ignoring people, really. I am trying to get back, but I've got to learn better time management in order to manage all the things that I'm doing with Unfakery, as well as with my job and the family and the things that are going on there. So no, we are not down. We are not going away. We are just getting started, and I'm so excited to be able to say something like that, because this thing has been a wild ride and a fun ride, and I've learned so much, and I've made some good friends here, people who really are serious about seeing things get better. I have to say, though, that even in the course of doing the unfaking work that I'm doing, I am finding articles like one that just was out the other day, where the fact check partners that Twitter has been using, the different groups that they've tapped to help their, I guess, their fight, quote unquote, against fakery. Those particular journalist partners are not too happy about what it is that Facebook is doing with the information that they're given. And I'm looking for an article right now as we speak that will unpack that for you, that will show the different details, I guess, that those fact check partners have been saying. I got this from Alex Kaplan. Alex is with Media Matters for America, and he has been really good about tracking some of the things that Facebook is doing. He, more than most journalists, I think, have really recognized the poisonous part that is Facebook. I'm going to put this in the chat room for actually the comments, I guess, with these with the page here. But this is it. It is The Guardian, and it's Facebook doesn't care. They don't care about fact checkers, and so it's an interesting read, and it would be something for you to check out when you get a chance. It's when the Facebook partners that are supposed to be doing fake checks are not happy about the way Facebook is handling it. That's a real problem. And additionally, the Weekly Standard is closing, so the only conservative fact checkers in the sphere of fact checking, the only ones that have a conservative lean, are going away. No one left on the right doing that kind of work. And if you don't think that's a problem, I don't know what to tell you, because it's absolutely crazy to me that people on the right aren't involved in this more. And probably the reason is they don't want to get into fights with people on their own side, technically, and they feel it's kind of useful to have some people completely misinformed and acting on that misinformation as long as it's benefiting their side. And that is shameful. And if I find that anybody is really expressing those sentiments, I'm going to put them on blast, because that's disgusting. I'm not saying that anybody definitely feels that way or is expressing those thoughts, but if that is what's going on here, if that is why people on the right in media are not dealing with this problem, shame on them. That's horrible. So having said all that, let's go looking at these groups. I wanted to start with one here. Jesse Waters Fox News group is one that I joined recently, and I started joining these so that I could message the moderators, let them know what's going on. This one is moderated. This group is moderated by a page, a Jesse Waters fan page. And I started looking through some of these names that were posting things. This guy's from Mexico, and he's sharing potusnews.blogspot.com. Just recently also, there's been articles about Blogspot becoming the new fakery home, because it sort of gets around some of the problems that other sites have that get shut down easily. Blogspot's a little bit different, I guess. I'm not sure. I'm going to try to find that article as well. But you could see this Angelina Jolie article has been around for a while. I've seen it a good number of times, but I don't believe it's true. I'm not sure. I don't know that I've even debunked that, but it's one of those things that I see these stories over and over, and they go in cycles. They come around again because nobody caught them the first time, or people that saw it just sort of let it go by. I'm not sure. Regardless, this is what the, in goodness, I'll find that and put it in the comments later because I'm not able to find it right now. This is what fakery looks like in terms of the recycled fakery. This stuff comes up again and again and again, and I don't even know. Whether or not that quote is true could be found out really quickly with a search. But why is this guy who's from Mexico posting it into a Jesse Waters group? That's always made me a little skeptical here. Another Blogspot one from this guy, also in Oaxaca, in Mexico. So, there's some fakery centers starting in Mexico. Wouldn't that be amusing? Here's another one from this guy, the last name Guerra. Let's see where this one's from. Paris, France, do you think? I don't know about that. Maybe, maybe not. This one looks like it might be a legitimate person, except it's got Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, which makes me skeptical. I'm not going to check this one out quite yet, but Bloomberg link, you wouldn't necessarily expect fakers to be pushing Bloomberg links. Now I want to look at this one. Ayanna Daxton. Does that not just sound like a made-up name? It sounds ridiculous to me. Now, I'm not making fun of people's names. I'm not trying to, but I have seen the pattern where fakers have made up weird name combinations that they think sound American. This one is from California City, California, right? So, and this Jada Smith quote is actually something I've seen before. And from legitimate sources, I believe. So this one is not necessarily fake, but it's taking a real story and copy pasting it into another site and then sharing it here to get people to click on that site. And this is another thing that they do. They do some sort of small comment, just an ellipsis or initials or something. And they'll put that in the comments of their post. Maybe nobody else will comment on it, but they will have at least tried to boost it that way. So let's take a look at Ayanna Daxton. This is what the profile looks like. This picture and this Donald Trump cover photo. So let's scroll down. There's pictures of Trump, Trump's accomplishments, pictures from the funeral for George H.W. Bush, and some Americana photos. Let's see, Melania Trump, pictures, a whole bunch. This has all happened at the same time. Let's look at the timestamps on this. 8 hours ago. So it says 12:01 p.m. This one, 12:01 p.m. This one, 12 p.m. And that's this time here, Central Time, 12 p.m. So there's a whole bunch of photos of just stuff. These particular photos of Melania, of Eagles, of Clinton's, 11:59 a.m., 11:59 a.m., right after each other, one after another. These different pictures posted, 11:58. In the span of about 5 minutes here, we've got a bunch of pictures. Do you post this quickly on your wall? If you did, I bet you Facebook would silence you. But here you go. Unless these were posted as a group, in which case they would be grouped together, these are one after the other being posted. 11:56. I just realized I haven't made the screen better and better visible to you. So yeah, here we go. We'll keep scrolling down here. 11:56. It's Comey, I think. Here's 11:55. So this has all been created today. All of this information here that's been filling up this profile has been posted today, just about lunchtime in Central Time Zone. So that would be late in the evening in the in Asia, in South Asia, where I think this might be coming from. We'll see. Let's see what else we got here. December 13th. So this one goes back to December 13th. So it's been there a while. And then look at who's commenting. This is supposed to be someone from California City, California, right? Which is, again, the small place. We've joked about it a bunch of times. And when you see I'm student, not yet working, I am still studying, that's something I see a lot of out of Indian and Pakistan fakery profiles. But the same person keeps saying, add me, please, add me, please. But this is December 13th, a whole bunch at the same time, 9:10 a.m., 9:10 a.m. Here's 9:10 a.m. again. This is just a bunch of them thrown in at the same time to begin to make a profile look like there's some activity on it, like it's been around a while. You have to scroll down a bit. This is still December 13th, 7 in the morning. Let's see, here we go. Diamond and Silk fan page. This profile has shared something there. And again, this is over and over again, the same kind of thing. You're looking at these guys. There's no American sounding names at all commenting. This is Malik and Khazar. Multan is Pakistan. I know that Pakistan that town is Pakistan. This is a name even in another language, probably Bangladesh or something like that. Let's see. Who else has got? Oh, here's Avinash, who's commenting. Very nice. And then we're scrolling down. This is not the same picture that we see up here in the profile picture. I don't know who this is. That's kind of interesting. Here's one where they actually copied some text around the Bush funeral, etc. But there's more comments. I just wanted to scroll down this one specifically too. Oh, does this have an address on it? Let's look. Huh. Someone out of Savannah, Georgia posted this mailer, but Ayana is supposed to be out of California. That's really odd. Saying, look what came in the mail today. Yeah, no, this has got sketchy written all over it. Let's see, who else has commented? There were some comments down here I wanted to go over again because this is really strange. A whole bunch of Trump-related content and conservative, nominally conservative-related content. Here's the first American-looking name that has commented that I found, and it was a week ago. So, what else do we got? I'm just scrolling through these. Sorry if it's making you a little dizzy. I'm just scrolling through to show you the kind of content that's being made. When was that posted? December 5th. Vote dead or red or America's dead. The election was a month before that. But this is what they're choosing to build this profile up with. Here's David Smith again. David is someone who's on the left side, I think, who wants to make comments like that, thinking this is a legitimate person, doesn't know that this is a fake account. Here's Kashif. Kashif, where is Kashif from? It doesn't say, but Kashif is very interested in commenting. Ayab, Punjab group of colleges. Again, that is Pakistan. Malik. Did we look at Malik before? Not yet working and works at commerce in studying. Yeah, these are, again, all the same names from the same region. Pakistan, all up and down here. Hasnain Multan, that's also Pakistan. So there are no American-sounding names at all, no Western-sounding names at all in these comments. That's another thing that makes me suspicious. Friends are not here to show, so you can't really tell. But yeah, just comments like very nice and looking good and lovely, hot girl. What do you say? What do you say? You know this is the Pakistani, what is it, Randy Pakistani contingent that's looking at these pictures and making comments like that. They have to know they're fake. They have to know that they are fake, but they are trying, I suppose, to make them look legitimate with these kind of comments. Very great, lovely, so sweet. And then they forget and they put in some words that are more from the Pakistan region and India region. So yeah, these are the things that those guys comment on. If you never heal from what hurt you, you'll bleed on people that didn't cut you. And then Manzoor says, so nice. Yeah. So nice, from Pakistan. So I've reported this one. There's absolutely no doubt to me that this one is fake. And so I reported it, and we'll see how long it takes for her to come down. But I wanted to go through this group because I thought it was very interesting. Oh, what did you want to see, Larry? PD, I am willing to open that one back up. You just tell me what it was you wanted to see. Regardless, I'm moving on until I see from you because it'll take a minute for that to get to you. This is Trump Road to Re-election group. There's nothing really remarkable about it. I haven't joined it, but I am looking at who these names are. Yeah, I just... oh, you saw two women. We'll look at that one again. I'll give you the link, in fact. Let me do that. Let me pull that up and give you the link, and you can see in the particular profile what it is you might want to see. I'll post it in the comments, and you can go from there and look it up. And I should have done that actually already. I should have done that where you could see the comments. Let's see. There's interesting too. This particular profile is named Kim.Smith4444, right? So Kim.Smith will come up again. We'll look at that again. You'll see that name. So there she is. You can look at that if you wanted to look through her. But let's look at Trump Road to Re-election. Trump Road to Re-election has, let's see, about how many? I'm going to open up the About tab over here, see how many members it has. Let's see. 9,000. So that's a pretty good size audience, but it's not remarkable or anything. So we'll look at Randall Stevens. Randall Stevens, if I hover over the name, it says studied marketing at University of South Carolina, Columbia. Maybe so. I'm not sure. Looking at a link called thegoldwater.com leads me to believe that's possibly somebody who is legitimate. I'm not going to dig too deeply into him. Let's look at Tom Caskey, though. If we look at Tom Caskey's profile and we hover over it, Miami, Florida, studied at Miami-Dade College. Well, maybe. But I don't know about this particular profile. And I will tell you, USA News UpToDate.blogspot.com is one of the fake profile pages that I've been looking at. I can look at it here if I can pull it up. Let's see what it was called again. USA News Up to Date. So I will put that here when this page lets me search. USA News Up. And then it should pull that particular site. When it's, my laptop is slowing down so much. I gotta clean it up, I'm sure. Oh, well, it helps if you put the E in news. There you go. So here's USA News Up to Date. This bunch. So I've already caught these particular profiles sharing that from India and Pakistan. If you look here, oh, and I forgot to clean this one up too so you could see it better. There we go. So these are India and Pakistan profiles again, and I have seen Tom Caskey before. We're going to take a look at that profile. Let's just dig in there real quick, and then we're going to do a little more brief checks on these guys. So here's the picture from Tom Caskey, right? And it's got this tag on here that somehow prevents it from being right-clicked. I can't right-click on that image and search it on Google, but I can this one. And I think we can agree that that's the same guy. So we're going to search Google for image first, just because it's fun. All right, so when we look at that and we see the Google search, it turns up this, something about 60 years old. Probably a guy of 60 years, man of 60 years. Here we go. 60-year-old Philippe Dumas becomes a fashion model. So what he did is apparently grew his beard. He was out of work. He grew his beard and he decided to... Internet fame helps. Volume off. Decided to be a model. And so here's a video about that from Tomo News. And you can see pictures of him. You could tell that's the same guy in the pictures. So they stole his pictures to make this profile. And then they've posted things like, do you want Melania Trump as your first lady for the next 6 years? Yes or no? I am one of the deplorables that voted for Trump. How many of you will say hi to me, hello to you? That is a long-standing engagement bait thing. I've seen that going around for just about a year. And I see nothing else on this profile. Nothing. 6 hours ago, that was posted. And then 5 hours ago, this was posted. And that's it. So there's not a lot of activity on this wall here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy that link. And I'm going to go to my favorite site, stockscan.com. And if I paste that link to Tom Caskey profile, it'll pull up all these searches. Now, I haven't done this in a while, so we'll go really slow. I can look at things about the profile, like what groups and pictures and videos and posts that this one's made. I can look at tags, pictures that they've been tagged in, videos they've been tagged in, posts they've been tagged in. I can look at the pictures that they've commented on other profiles. I can look down here and see check-ins if there are any. And I can look over here and see pages that they've liked or family and friends if they have any. This is a good tool to look up anybody that's trying to friend you or that you might think is suspicious. This is how you can check them out. You just copy their link from their page. When I go to Tom Caskey, I want to click on his name, and that makes sure that whatever business is behind this link is not there. I'm just getting the plain link. And then I can copy it, take it to stockscan.com, and put it in. Now it shows you the public information Facebook doesn't let you see. It organizes the public information, nothing private, the public information about this profile. So let's take a look. The first thing I like to do is I like to check out tags in posts. People who have posted about this profile and tagged them in it. So you'll see, so-and-so tagged 60 people or something, and it'll be in here. So we see Waters World fans saying, welcome our new members, and then wrote a bunch of names down here. And then you have this, Haji Usman, who's from Pakistan, is with this guy, and who's studying in Lahore, which is also Pakistan, and 67 others, and has got what looks like some Arabic posted here. Then you have Muhammad Mamoon, also in Pakistan, with Amyad Ali, and 42 other people. So these are people that this one is connected with. They are almost all in Pakistan, and that's pretty interesting. Of course, we've seen a lot of Pakistani fakers. There's nothing that says anything about Miami Beach, Florida, nothing here in that particular return that we get that shows any indication that this person is in America or has anything to do with America. It is a whole bunch of Pakistani connections. Now, that's not definitive necessarily. That's not the only evidence I would necessarily go on if I'm new to this. I would look for some other things. So let's look here and see what comments they've made on somebody's pictures. So these are pictures that they've commented on, theirs and other people's. And so if there's anything here, we might be able to track down whose photos that they're commenting on. Well, do these look like they're guys from Miami? I'm not thinking so. So tagged in these or commenting on these photos, you can look through and see a whole bunch of them. These are guys probably from Pakistan. We can check out a few. Let's look at this guy. Pakistan or Pakistan adjacent, I guess you'd say. I don't know. So that one didn't really have anything helpful. Let's look at this one. See if we can see if he's got his country. Yep, Pakistan. So he's commenting on pictures solely from people that look like they're out of the Pakistan region. And India, Pakistan guys. And that's, again, an indication that this is a completely fake profile. So I don't know what's the deal with Tom Caskey, but I'm pretty sure Tom Caskey's a big fat phony fake. And that's not good for this group. Trump road to re-election. But let's keep going. Let's look for some more. Now, but wait, before I go, let's look at what's here. Maxine Waters faces 5 years in prison for inciting violent riots. Do you think so? I don't think so. I don't think that is at all what's happening. Nobody's charging her with that. There might be some noise made politically about people saying, oh, she shouldn't be allowed to get away with the things that she said. But she's not going to jail. There's no resignation on the table. This is bait. This is bait for the 80 people that responded to it this way and all the commenters and whatever. And it's designed to get people to click on usanewsuptodate.blogspot.com so they can make these guys some money. Here's Jerry Owens. I am one of the deplorables that voted for Trump. How many of you will say hi to me? Hello to you. Wait, didn't we just see that? I think we did, because it goes around everywhere. Now, this one is from Staten Island, right? Probably not, but it's interesting to look. Let's see. I've seen this banner before, this little sticky frame thing that goes around profile photos. So that's already got me suspicious. And let's look at this profile. Never seen a president loved as much as Trump. Type yes if you love Trump. I've seen that before. Bait. Just more bait. And then pictures of some folks who are purportedly out there supporting Trump, some Melania pictures, some Trump daughter pictures, and more like that. Trump family. Here's an ad for H&M. That's interesting. Do you still feel Trump was the right choice for president? This is another bit of bait that you see these guys throwing out. And they post this because it will get responses from people in those groups. And we see more pictures of Trump family, Trump himself, some video. This is just signaling to people who don't know better or who aren't paying attention that it's safe to interact with them. So here's Awara from Calicut College, I guess. Khalikot. Let's see. Where could that be? Calicut. I think that's right. It'll correct me if I'm not. Where could this be? India Post Office? I don't know. Let's see. Town in Odisha. That's India. Yep. Town in Indian state of Odisha, I think it is. Yeah, so that's an Indian Indian town there that person that's commenting is from. And NYC here doesn't mean New York City, which would be near Staten Island, right? Or whatever, part of it. It's nice. This is how a lot of fakers spell nice, NYC. So this is looking fake to me already. We've already established the pattern here of some of these other ones. And here's profile pictures. November 22nd is as far back as we're going. And then here's Steven. Steven moderates a group, and I know Steven, and Steven is friends with me on Facebook. And Steven will let people know by doing this if he comes across fake profiles. And that's something that's useful. It gives people the opportunity to see that there are some fake profiles. So good job, Steven, trying to let people know. I appreciate his work there. Steven checks out the Unfakery page sometime. We love Steven. He's got some good input, and he will stand for zero fakers. Zero. So we can already guess, just based on what we're looking at here, that Jerry Owens is probably fake. And Jerry Owens is with VK Kumar, who doesn't look necessarily like he's too much interested in U.S. stuff. And then a bunch of other names that don't look like they'd be found in Staten Island. Again, they might be, I don't know, but I'm not buying it. Jerry looks fake. We can test this by checking out some other things that Jerry's doing using, again, StockScan. So I'm going to paste that profile in here, and we're going to look at Jerry and see what Jerry is. So here's Jerry, and the first thing we see here are some of the same people. I think Ajay Singh was on one of the other ones, maybe. Here's the same guys. That's same kind of content from India again. More people, and this is tags. This is people who have tagged this profile. So it's not like this profile had anything that they could do to prevent this unless they turned off tagging or took all the tags out. So I'm thinking all those look like they're out of India. Let's look at comments on the pictures that they've commented on. Staten Island? Staten Island? Anyone? Maybe? Don't think so. Don't know. Yeah, not looking like they're American centric. Let's look at pages interested in. Maybe there's something interesting there. Let's see. Oh, so a whole bunch of stuff from other parts of the world. Cricket isn't a big giveaway that it's not American. India 360. Yeah, no, none of this looks like at all American related. Now let's look at the posts that Jerry Owens is making. So when I go down there at this part of under the profile and look at posts, it'll show things that Jerry's posted, sometimes in groups, sometimes on their profile. Here's what the content is. TrumpNewsHouse.com. Here's Trump is president. Trump is president. All the stories are TrumpNewsHouse.com. Again, just a bunch there. And then here's some other groups. Make America Great Again. Trump is president. Trump road to re-election, which is where we are. And it's Trump is the best choice for America. Do you agree? These are bait posts and they're working. You can see people are interacting with each one and commenting and sometimes sharing them as well. So this is, again, designed to make people trust Jerry so that the next time Jerry posts a thing from Trump News House, then they'll follow the link and go there and make Indian fakers some money. So those are ways that you can kind of tell just by scrolling through some of their profile. You can tell, but you can also go to StockScan and do a little bit of digging. It only takes a few minutes. You can see yourself. So that's the first two posts here. Let's look at our first three posts, two of which are fake for sure. Let's look at this one. Dinakar, USA News Up to Date, blogspot.com. So we've already seen that. Let's check out where V. Dinakar is from. It says California. Don't you believe it? Real quick, we'll scroll through here. It's got that whole Indian, I think this is an Instagram prevention to get people, prevent photos from being stolen by Instagram. You can't right click on any of them. Here are the names of the friends that this guy has. Guru Raja from India. Lucky Ram went to St. Joseph's High School. I don't know where that is. Kurnool. Where is Kurnool? Let's look it up. Kurnool. I'm guessing it's not Southern California. It is a city in India. Of course it is. You knew it would be. And then here, I love this. I love this. Joe is my hero today. Joe is out there trying to show people that it's fake and is posting comments there. So this is what you can see. I'm not the only one who's onto these people. So this is another level of confirmation. Let's look at that profile real quick. We'll go to StockScan and we will paste that profile in there and see what we get. It will confirm, I'm certain, what we already believe. But we'll look at the posts tagged in. Who has been tagging V. Dinakar? Ooh, nobody. That's interesting. So let's look at comments on pictures. Did they comment on any pictures anywhere? And there we have some pictures. Yes. So, yeah. Not California, I'm thinking. Unless there's a very large and vibrant Indian community in California. And there could be, but I'm not sure. Piler, P-I-L-E-R. Let's look that up. P-I-L-E-R. Let's see. Is it a place? Is it showing me a place? Nope. Okay, well, we'll just skip that one. But you could see through some of these photos, these are not people you would expect to find all over the place in California. That one's India for sure. These are, I mean, I'm not saying that someone can't have exclusively, live in America and have exclusively Indian friends, etc., but it just doesn't add up based on all the other things they're doing. Let's see if there are any check-ins, places checked into. That one's sometimes hit and miss. Yep, nothing there. Can't show anything like that. But yeah, V. Dinakar, that's the fourth profile we've looked at. Third one I've confirmed is fake. Here's Jerry Owens again. We've seen that again. We've checked her out. Here she is, TrumpNewsHouse.com again. V. Dinakar again. And they're posting a whole bunch of stuff. Here's Jerry Owens again. So we've got 2 or 3 fakers there pushing a whole bunch of stuff. Now, Carmen Vela, This one looks like it's probably more legitimate. Nothing setting off the fakery things, but here's Tom Caskey again. And USA News, up to date, blogspot.com. Miley Cyrus, today I leave America and never come back. In 10 days, I will be British citizen. Do you like her decision? Does that not read like it's someone who's not got English as a primary language? I think that's the case. So that's another fake. And then here's what you get from that. 137 comments, the likes of which are people saying, go, hurry, you still here, dummy? This sort of thing is the bait that gets people to click on those pages and make money. You might think there's victimless crime here. These people are just getting worked up and clicking something on the internet. But people vote and relate to each other and communicate with each other based on what they believe about things like this. When they've been in these groups, this kind of just sits on them and washes over them day after day after day. It's like Chinese water torture. It just wears on a person. And I think people get solidified in their politics, and especially in their believe whatever agrees with me politics, by a steady diet of things like this. So you may think it's no harm, somebody creating a profile that looks like it's supposed to be American, but it's actually people from India and Pakistan serving up news like this. And you might just say, oh, no big deal. I think it is a big deal. I think a lot of people are being dug into and solidified in the division in this country for this. And who would be the beneficiary of that? I think you ought to ask that question. So here's Jerry Owens again, Trump News House. Jerry Owens again, Trump News House. This is all that she's sharing. And again, it's bait. New York Times bombshell: Clinton and Soros paid women to accuse Trump of sexual assault. Is that the case? Let's take a look. If we click on that, and I hate clicking on these fake sites, but I have to do it to verify what they're doing and see if it's true or not. But the New York Times link is not here. There's nothing that links to the New York Times. I have to actually go and search for a report that they say is here. I don't think it's here. They have not linked it at all. So I need to check this one out a little further. But one way I can do that is to copy some of this text and put it in Google search and see what comes up. So if I copy that, let's see if it comes up anywhere. No, these are the names. See, this is a problem. They have the names, they have the things that are in the headline, but not in the order that it is. And this is because Google is suppressing the results. Google doesn't want to show you a link from TrumpNewsHouse.com. And I understand why. They don't want to be responsible for having those words trigger at the top of their searches fake news. So the problem with that is, for me, when I'm trying to track down the fake news using a search engine, I can't get good results either. So I can't track where this was originally posted, and I'm almost 100% certain that it's been stolen from somewhere else. So let's just try and see if this shows up anywhere. We'll try this other text as well and see if that headline shows up elsewhere. Nope, same thing. So News Punch, there we go. New York Times bombshell: Clinton and Soros paid. That may be where it was stolen from. Let's take a look. So here's the original, where it starts out: presently, let's get this right, these two in this photograph, Hillary Clinton and George Soros, they are ugly. All right, let's see if it's here. No, that's interesting. All right. News Punch didn't have, it has the same headline, but not the same text there. Let's take a look and see further down. One informer was offered $750,000 and another had the home loan on her home satisfied. let's see here. One accuser was offered $750,000 and another had the mortgage on her home paid off. Yep. So, yeah, these guys have stolen this. This is 3 hours ago that this was posted. And this News Punch one was posted January 1, 2018. So, yeah, Baxter Dimitri is a writer for... we used to know this. What was this site called? It was a very, very popular fake news site. Come on, somebody in the comments help me out. What was the fake news site that was so popular and is one of the only ones its name brand is known? It's eluding me. I can't remember. But anyway, this is the new look of an old fake news site. So they moved operation for wherever they were. What is it? It's killing me that I can't remember the name of that site. This is their new fake news site, News Punch. It's the new name for their old operation. And we told people all the time, never trust anything from that site. And I don't know, I can't remember what it is. It's killing me. But anyway, these Indians have stolen fake news from somewhere else and decided to use that. That's what Jerry Owens is spreading here. So it's plagiarism of fake news into their site. This is so many levels of fake, it's not even funny. A fake profile sharing fake news created by a different fake news site and then now copied and pasted word for word probably into TrumpNewsHouse.com. These guys are just stealing content, which is ethically wrong and probably can be used to get them off of Facebook, things like that as well. But they're stealing content and doing that to get money out of Americans, and Americans are falling for it. People in these groups are going for it. Let's look at this one, Colette Marie. Does that sound like that's a real name? Look, here's that same banner there. So we'll look at Colette Marie. Whoopi says Americans don't want the wall, so let Trump pay for it. Instantly regrets it. cbcsnews.pro. Yet another one from these fakers. Let's look at Colette Marie. Lives in San Francisco. Do you believe it? I don't know. But Colette Marie hosted a watch party. I've seen some of these other fakers hosting watch parties. None of these pictures look like Colette Marie. Here's PUBG watch party with Isaac TV there. Here's a different one. Yeah, this is not Colette Marie. This is somebody in India playing games and then occasionally using that profile to scam Americans. So let's take a look. We can check, again, using StockScan. We just go up and paste that particular profile in, and we will see what we can find. Let's go with posts. Yes, PUBG. Yes. There it is. So, Sumit Jamnani, University of Sindh. I don't think that's in America. Let's look. Yep. Islamabad, Pakistan. Yep. So these people being tagged together with this Hyderabad is India. Let's see. Yeah, a whole bunch of people from India and Pakistan. I'm going to say this one's fake. Ooh, somebody's WhatsApp number. I would really like to figure out how to utilize WhatsApp to dig these people up. Let's look at pictures they've commented on. Cultural appropriation. Yes, JD, that's awesome. I'm thinking we're tilting more toward Pakistan looking at these pictures than India, but they can have people that, there are Muslim Indians who interact with and spend time in Pakistan, I've learned. So yeah, this is screaming Pakistan to me. Don't know for sure, but that's the vibe I'm getting here off of him. Let's look at the posts that Colette Marie has been making, other than the gaming watch party posts. Oh, here we go. cbcsnews.pro. The same post too. Jesse Waters, Fox News, Trump road to re-election, Sarah Huckabee Sanders fans, largest group ever, Ivanka Trump for mayor. So 5 different places that one story is posted. That is the purpose of this profile, is to share cbcsnews.pro content. That is it. So Colette Marie is a big fat phony fake, and I have noted it right here when I did that. And I started tracking which ones had a watch party on my profiles pages to check. If they said something about a watch party like that, I was assuming that they were run by the same people. Let's see. Jerry Owens again, TrumpNewsHouse.com. We have seen one legitimate post in this group since we started. Jerry Owens, another bait. Donald Trump is the best U.S. president ever, yes or no? It's getting comments. People are clicking on that. That's saying, trust Jerry. You can trust Jerry. Jerry's a member of the community, so you can respond to and click on the links that Jerry sends because Jerry's one of us, right? Rich Google. Barron Trump got the ultimate Christmas gift this year. This appeals to the people who just think that Barron Trump is a little darling and they are big fans of his, and I'm not bashing anybody who's doing that, but cbcsnews.pro, that's going to set me off. So I'm going to look into Rich. Rich supposed to live in Los Angeles. Let's see about that. From San Policarpo, Eastern Samar, Philippines? Really? I don't know. But look, here's another watch party one. Holiday giveaway. Yeah, this is probably Philippine languages. I don't know. Maybe so. We'll check. But yeah, a whole bunch of watch party things. I don't know what that is, why they would be doing it, but okay. And then there's this picture. That does not look like the other guy. Not at all. And the people commenting, that's India. Let's see who else we have here. Siraj. Don't know where that is. Let's see. No place there. But these are names. Yep, Indian names from all this. So yeah, not picking up any American cues at all. No Los Angeles cues. Let's take a real interesting look here. Rich Google, Sandeep Sagar in parentheses. So I need to go back up here where I've checked him, and I need to put that name from the parentheses into my spreadsheet. Let's do that real quick. Sandeep Sagar. That helps me keep track of when they change their names, and they will sometimes. They will. So I want to make sure I'm tracking that, making sure I can see that when it's happening, and we'll put that, paste that link right there into StockScan, and we'll do a little digging. Let's look at the posts that Rich is supposed to be sharing. You can see if those patterns are fake patterns. Friends of Tiffany non-celebrity edition, cbcsnews.pro. Yep, and that goes into Trump road to re-election, Trump is president, the deplorables, largest group ever, Ivanka Trump for mayor. This is the same content going into 6 or 7 groups. Judge Janine, Donald J. Trump for the people. Yeah, 7 different groups. The same groups as the previous profile, by the way, which tells me they are also related. I also have to put out here next to Rich Google Watch Party, because I think this will help me track the same people using these particular profiles, or it's one person or a group of people that are using the same profiles. So there's another fake right there, Rich. And again, here's like an ellipsis comment. That's it. That's it. Just to make sure it's still bumped or something. Another fake story, Denzel Washington, criminal in chief Obama. We have already debunked that a long time ago on Unfakery, but there it is again. And Ronald Solomon. Now, this one has got a conservativereview.com link. That tells me this is probably one that's not fake. Ronald Solomon doesn't look fake in terms of the kind of things. Unless all of this were copied straight from the article, I would be inclined to think that he's legit. He's on the up and up. Jerry Owens again with more bait. Trump makes historic deal with Mexico, ends threat of migrant caravans, and catch and release forever. Yeah, nothing is forever in this country. Sorry, doesn't work that way. Here's Jerry Owens again. Chuck Schumer scandal erupts. Really? Is this another one of those fake stories? Probably. Rich Google again. I mean, we have seen two now, just two legitimate posts since we started looking into this group. The rest are all by fakes. Colette Marie again. Tom Caskey again. Jimmy Smith. Let's look. Jimmy Smith, cbcsnews.pro. That's another profile sharing the same fakery. Lives in San Francisco. Again, these guys like patterns because it makes it easier for them to track what's going on. I miss all my fan and then this stuff. Yeah, no, this is not English. Let's take a look at Jimmy Smith. Copy. Well, let's scroll down real quick. I've seen this image a lot. Congratulations, Make America Great 2016. And then there's this guy. Who's this guy? Don't even know. But okay. We're going to take a look and put that profile and paste it here. Sorry, that was not what I wanted to do. No, it wasn't him. It was Jimmy Smith. Goodness, I can't get this right. All right, let's do it again. Paste Jimmy Smith. You like the name Smith, too. I guess they figure they can slip the Smiths in under the radar. Here's Waters World fans welcoming to the group. It's the same exact post Tom Caskey was in. Jimmy Smith. Let's see. Yep. And then here's these guys. Where are they from? Let's find out. Anybody in here? Nope. Can't tell for sure, but those don't necessarily look like California boys. Let's go look at pictures that they've commented on. And I could do this all day and show how poorly modded these groups are. All right, let's see posts. If the post pattern tells me that they're sharing the same things over and over again to different groups, I'm calling them fake anyway. Trump the main man, Ivanka Trump for mayor, deplorables, largest group ever. Republicans of California, that's a new group on me. Trump is president, Judge Jeanine Pirro, Trump road to re-election. It's the same groups again and again. This is a network, and they're all doing the same thing. And I'm pretty sure I've already got Jimmy Smith right here. Yep. So out of India. So I'm just saying these are how poorly modded some of these groups are. And you see the kind of content that's going in. Trey Gowdy's the most powerful man on Capitol Hill. Or CNN reporter screams racist lies about Trump. And people react to this. A steady diet of this. People who spend their time here in these groups, they're getting a diet of this. And that's got to have an effect on them. I keep saying it. This one is definitely fake. I'm sure I've checked it out before. Here it is, out of India, right here. We can look at some of these names. Here's Kim Smith. Let's see what else I got up here. There's some more Kim Smiths, I'm sure. Well, let's do this. Find in the sheets, Smith. 58 Smiths. Let's go. Jimmy Smith, Kim Smith. Let's go back up this way. Janet Smith, Evelyn Smith. There's Smith Kim, 3334 out of Pakistan. That one's been taken down. Smith. And Smith in. Yep. Not a coincidence at all. Here's Kim Smith, 77773. And just looking at so many over and over again, I begin to see the patterns. Here's Olivia Smith. That one's been taken down. Let's see. Another Olivia Smith. Or Emma Smith. I mean, yeah, You can see over and over they've used the same names a long time. I get to see the patterns of it. I get to check them out. This one again was fake, I'm pretty sure. Here's Jerry Owens again. People go into these groups, and here's another post that's probably made by a real person. And it took, let's see, how many? 3 posts by real people to about maybe 20 by people that are fake. It's insane. And I'll see that in group after group after group. And Facebook is not helping. If I'm looking at my fakery sheet that I'm showing people where I've reported profiles, let me start you through this one. Up here at the top, it's 100%. 100% just about. This one, it's taken a little longer, this section, because these guys are friend requests. And Facebook is not as worried. I don't know why, but they're not as worried about friend requests going out. Every one of these that have been marked out like this, every one of these that is in yellow, are profiles that I've gotten taken down. And it goes on like this for a good long while. This one is stubborn. This one hasn't been deleted yet, but I've tracked it to Pakistan, pretty much. So occasionally they forget one. They don't let them, they don't remove them, even though I've tried to report them. And I get it. Some of them are not fake. They're just foreign, like this one. And I left it up because it's an honest a mistake that I made there, but I need to be honest about my statistics. All of this yellow is where ones have been deleted. And then there's the few, again, that Facebook will continue to let slide, even though we've profiled them before, like this one, for example, where I did a whole video on how Graves Howell Joy is fake. And Graves Howell Joy isn't doing anything with this profile, at least as far as on the profile itself, but we know it's fake. And most of these that go with it are fake. And Facebook hasn't taken it down. We know that one's out of Croatia. It's Macedonian, that area. But continue. Look at all this yellow. All this yellow is ones that have been taken down. So Facebook eventually agrees with me about 9 times out of 10, maybe more than that. But I have to wait a long time for them to come down. Here we've got these that just won't go, even though I can tell you where half of them come from. Facebook won't remove them, and it's a shame, because if they were removing them and if they were teaching the machines to learn what this was. Look at all these Ellen DeGeneres we got taken down, by the way. 39 Ellen DeGeneres profiles that we got taken down. All of them gone. And Facebook is a little quicker to move on those, but if they were able to learn, if they were able to pay attention to the things that I'm reporting and add it to their machine learning, you would see these go away. But sadly, it takes a long time for them to do it. So the more that I have people helping and reporting fake profiles, maybe ones that I post on my wall just to show people what's going on, you see, eventually they take them all down, but it takes a while. And then the profiles on the list here look like this, where it's every third one, every fourth one they finally remove. And it shouldn't be that way. But I needed to show you how easy it is first to find the fakers in these groups if you know what you're looking for. How easy it is to use the stock scan tool and be able to check anybody that's trying to give you friend requests, anybody in a group that's acting weird or strange. You can go there and look at it. And I wanted to show you that there's a lot of fakery still going around through these groups, and Facebook is doing nothing about it. So what I'm asking from you is to help me spread the word. Help share the content on Unfakery, share the posts that we're making, share the stories that we post, the news stories that we post about things like Facebook and security and all of the things that are going on the fact checkers, all those things. Help us spread the word and make sure that there is more attention being paid to this sort of thing. Again, Weekly Standard is closing down. There are no conservative fact checkers out there in the journalism field anymore. There are fact checkers that are out there looking at certain things, and I've been working with some of them for a while, but there's no conservative voice in this space, hardly at all. And if this is the best we get, if unfakery is the best we've got, we are in a big bunch of trouble. But at least what unfakery is trying to do is be a nonpartisan and as unbiased as possible source for good information, for learning how to spot fakes, for helping making sure that people have access to better information, and a place to send people who are in these groups. Again, you may not have any of these groups or any of these type of things popping up in your feed, but you know people who live on a diet of this stuff. You know people who are paying attention to this content and are picking up all of this flood of this trash and garbage that just washes over them day after day, and informs the way they think, the way they talk, the way they interact with other people. This sort of thing, I think, also is purposefully dividing people in our country, and we need to do what we can about it. So help us get the word out about unfakery. Share the page, like the content, make sure you're sharing it with your friends. Go to our YouTube channel, Something Fishy TX, and go share those videos. Help us get the word out so that more people are paying attention and more people are following what we're doing and supporting us. We need all the help we can get to get as many people looking at this content as possible. And, you know, maybe eventually be able to find some sponsorships to make this a more professional outfit. Get it a little bit further along the line of what I'd like it to be, which is a resource for people who have family and friends who are steeped in fakery. Give them hints, clues, tips, how to have those conversations, all that sort of thing. We're not there yet, but we'd like to. We'd like to be. So thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I appreciate every one of you being along for the ride. Share this video. If you found something really interesting and helpful, share the video. Talk to people about it. Let people see just how many fakes there are out there, and give us a boost. And recommend us to your friends. Write a review on the Unfakery page, or write a recommendation, and help spread the word. Every one of those that you do ensures that we have some protection against people who want to brigade us, people who want to just send armies of folks saying, oh, you know, these guys are liars, these guys are fakes, whatever. Just help us out doing those things. It doesn't cost you anything, and it helps us a lot. Thanks so much, guys. I will see you next time.